The front two wheel bearings have a little play in them. The driver's side, I already did that. That wheel had like very slight play in the wheel bearing. It was barely noticeable, but the reason I'm doing it is because the passenger side, which is worse, it started making a noise every now and then. It squeaks a little bit. So the play on this wheel is definitely worse than the play that was in that wheel. So I tightened up the wheel bearing on that side, and I'm going to tighten up this one and show you how to do it. So if you have a car like this, you don't necessarily always have to change the wheel bearing right away if it has play in it, but you want to catch it as soon as you can, because the longer you drive with play in your wheel bearing, then it's going to go bad faster. 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, one hand here, one hand down here, and you just try to pivot the wheel back and forth, see if there's any play in it, and like I'm just pulling back and forth with my hand right now, and there is a little jolting. Like if you feel any jolt at all, then 90% of the time your wheel bearing is bad, or either it has a little play in it. So, but you want to make sure that your bushings on the inside aren't bad as well. And you don't want to pivot. You don't want to pivot from here, because then you're going to be checking your tie rod ends. But yeah, so if you have play in your wheel bearing, then you want to do this. So basically, I'm just gonna take these wheel lugs off, take the tire off, and then I'll show you how to do the rest. Right here is all that you're gonna need. Just a hammer, an Allen wrench, and a crescent wrench. And this is just to take the wheel bearing cover off. You just need like a small pry bar or something to pry it off. First thing you gotta do is take your cover off right here. These things come off a little harder than most covers, so that's why I'm using one of these. Usually you can just use a flat screwdriver, but I'm just going to use one of these. Just go in here. You want to make sure you don't damage your brake caliper. You can also, if you have one that has more of a bend, you can go in here, but I'm just using this one. So just clean out, make sure there's no dirt inside of here, inside your cap. But first, you have to loosen this nut or Allen bolt. And you want to remember kind of where it was, so that you have a good idea of how far to turn it, because you don't want to make these too tight, or you're going to put too much pressure on the bearing. So like this brake rotor has a screw in it that holds it, so I can actually test the bearing right here. I can just go like this and test the bearing. Like I can feel the play in it right now. So basically you just want to make this thing tight enough so that there's no play left in the bearing, but you do not want to over tighten it. So just go like small amount, just turn it tight like a little bit at a time, and then test the bearing. Okay, like now there's still play in it. I'm going to tighten it a little more. There's still play in it. Still play. And like I said, I mean, I'm going to tighten this thing up and see what happens. But if your bearing is wore down too much, then that's not necessarily going to fix your problem. But in most cases, it'll make your bearing last a lot longer yet before you have to change it. But in most cases, if this thing's not tight, like this thing's mounted on here, but in most cases you're gonna have to put your tire back on, put like 3 lugs in, and then check it with the tire on, and then take it back off and tighten it or loosen it. But yeah, you just want to make it tight, like a little bit at a time, and then see if there's still play in it. And after you get it set about right, you just tighten this thing back up, this little screw here, and then put your cover back on. Make sure you don't get any dirt in here or here, and then put your tire back on, and that's it. So, as far as this thing, like it used to be about right here, and then it's like right now it's turning like very easily, and you just want to go until it starts getting snug a little bit. Like if you're starting to put pressure on it, then you're making it too tight most of the time. So just turn it until you feel it get a little snug. So I'm going to leave it like right there, and well, like right there. And just take this thing, just pop it back on. Don't put it all the way on, that way you can get it back off to tighten up that little screw. Want to make sure you don't forget that. And then I'm just going to pop the tire back on and put like 3 lug nuts in, and then tighten those 3 lug nuts up. And then I'm going to check the bearing to see if there's any play in it. Okay, so I put the tire back on and checked to see if there was still play left in it, and there was still just a little bit of play in it. So I'm going to tighten this thing up just a little bit more. About right there. And I'm pretty sure that's about in the right spot. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten this thing up. Yeah. You want to make sure you don't make it too tight that you strip out the threads on it. You just want to make it good and snug. Okay. Now I'm going to put the tire back on and check to see if there's still play left in it. So I put the tire on and off twice to check the play of the bearing, and just this last time there was no play left in it, so that means I'm good to go. So I just pop this on and just go around with a hammer. You want to try not and damage it too much when you're putting it back on. And that's how it looks when it's all the way in. There is still a gap there. I'd say there's like a 2/16 gap there, not quite an 1/8 inch. So yeah, it doesn't actually go in all the way. Now I'm just gonna pop my tire back on, and yeah, that should do it. And hopefully it lasts for a while yet.